Past Dub has taken over the intro. It's time for Dub Life from Past Dub.
If you ride the horse, hey, make sure you squeeze it tight. It's Dub Life tonight.
Safety. It is. Happy Sunday. We are into March with Dub Life. We are not far away from Toylanta, coming up at the end of the month here, what, the 28th, 29th, 30th, something like that. At the last weekend of the month of Toylanta here in Atlanta. Lots of great folks going to be there. We're excited for that, so come see us there. Seth will be there, Diamond Dave, JB's Toy Trunk, Bite Size Geek, Adam, Ricky, Matt. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. You also have like Robo coming and Pixel Dan coming and some various other folks like that. There's a Four Horsemen exclusive figure. They actually have two exclusive figures. There's a Con exclusive and a Toylanta exclusive. Savage Crucible exclusive. Lots of great stuff coming up at the end of the month of Toylanta. Come and hang out with us and enjoy the show. But welcome to Dub Life. It'll be a little bit of an interesting episode. A lot of past Dub has been recorded. I have not recorded Dub Life for almost 2 weeks. Like I said, I have to jump ahead sometimes when I can. That card show gave me an opportunity to get ahead a little bit and be flexible with what the various other responsibilities that are going on. But we did have some things we got done over the last 2 weeks, and so several iterations of Past Dub are going to check in with you here in just a bit. But a brief update on Mom. I think we're about to try to extend her stay in the current care center that she's in, subacute rehab. Unfortunately, she's not yet able to stand up completely on her own or use her left leg or left arm enough that would allow for her to come home comfortably and safely. Certainly she's frustrated. It's a frustrating process, and so prayers continue to be appreciated. The therapists are starting to feel her like her hip muscles and her hamstring start to come alive with movement that she can control, but that's still a long ways off from standing up and using your arm and those kinds of things. So continued prayers for her will definitely be appreciated. In this episode, we got a lot of Past Dub. We're going to look at some toys with Past Dubs, probably a little bit of cards. I don't remember what else Past Dub did actually, because it's over 2 weeks. We do have other toys to look at. We're going to see the movie Mickey 17 tonight. I don't know whether or not I'll film anything about that. Maybe just my reaction. I don't know. We'll see. But the girls and I are planning to go see that. But it's been a long week and some folks aren't feeling good, so we'll see. And then there is a potential trip to Charlie's Collectible Show at the end of this. But a lot of that's tentative. But there's a lot of stuff that's not tentative. And it's coming up right now. We're going to hand it off to Past Dub. Well, thank you, Future Dub. Past Dub here. Gonna get a lot of Past Dub in this episode, but this Past Dub has boxed toys to talk to you about. Boxed toys. Let's see it. Boxed toys, and we're gonna do a lot of Past Dub, like I said, but this order came in from Ami, which includes Figma Link Deluxe. It includes 2 Figma Link Standard. Why 3, Dub? Are you going to sell them? No. Because I want a Link like this, like ready to fight. But then I need 2 extra bodies because this one has the rocket, and it has the glider, it has this way. I could even go for 2 more, believe it or not. I pre-ordered 3. One of them will go in the normal video game display. The other 2 will probably end up down here, maybe with these guys or those guys. Very possible, huh, pal? Past Rufus there for you. But then also that came in Shikamaru Nara from Naruto. We'll get that on the Naruto display. And Mirko, Amazing Yamaguchi. My Hero Yamaguchi. Oh, actually, just Reveltech. This is not Amazing Yamaguchi, just Reveltech. Mirko. For the My Hero shelf, we'll get those in there. And then for the play with and take pictures of, John Wick 3 Parabellum. Mafex. He looks good. And very delayed, but now here, Shazam, or Black Adam, The Rock. Mafex 224. What number? Both of these were actually pretty delayed. What number is he? 233. So I did want to show you those, and there is one more upstairs. So also this Lurtz from Iron Studios. The Urukai leader that goes back there. We will get him open at some point too. I also had come in Mondo Venom 6 scale and Mondo Scare Glow 6 scale. The one that would come with Snare Mirror, but Snare Mirror's not here yet. I don't even know where to put those. So I'm not even showing you those until I have somewhere to put them. But this past up has to go do something, but another past up will check in soon. That was, as of right now, past dub. But he might become past dub. This is just past dub. One day sooner than that dub, closer to you, future dub, coming up. Very confusing. It's the next day. We had a fun time at Charlie's. We filmed what I think would have been your Wednesday toy hunt, where we went and saw wrestling. And there has been a variety of things that have happened that have come in that I'm going to show you in the card world right now. So this is set 5 from Dragon Ball. Natalie and I are probably going to open that tonight. We might see a little bit of that on this. And then I got these from My Lost Toy, set 4, 2 booster boxes he sold at a very good price. I appreciate the folks there. But so Seth and I have been opening these WWE Topps Chrome cards on streams on Tuesday. And I'm going to try to complete at least the base set of cards. So like have all these gaps filled in. So that's like a sepia refractor. See, that's black and white, but then there's other, see if I can find another refractor. Natalie's going to do some errands. Can't believe Rufus didn't bark. Good boy, buddy. Heard that door. He must have known it was mommy leaving, huh? Yeah. Let me find, there you go, like a pink refractor for Naomi. So I'm hopeful to at least fill in the base sets, and then I'm putting the refractors in front of them as I get them. So we've been opening these, but shout out to my man TH, who's been in our streams and helps us because he's much more knowledgeable about these cards than we are. He sent me some of these that he's had extras of. Let me see. Find something. In fact, that pink Naomi he sent me right there. So that's been going on. That's cool. And TH also sent me some Ravens cards that I've got in this little binder, this big binder, little binder right now. It's all the way to the end. A lot of these are numbered. Let me find. It's like these Don Ross Optics. Yeah, there you go. See there. David Njobo, 244, 300. Marlon Humphrey is, 80 of 300. So he sent me some of these, and I appreciate you, TH. And then we have been filling in our Union Arena sets. I did pick up some in the recent Dub Life at the card show. We just have a few gaps. We need just this Yuji right here. And then we needed quite a few of the alternate art cards. But this is really starting to fill out. It's almost full, really. We're missing 2 base Code Geass cards. And then 1 base, just the Tanjiro card. And then, of course, we need, like I said, in the world of the alternate art, like the special alternate art, we need quite a few. We'll probably never complete those sets. And we did get other Union Arena sets. We got the Hunter x Hunter and the Bleach. And I got a One Punch Man promo recently. So all of that is coming. I wanted to update you on that. And thank my man TH for sending him some stuff. We'll get to this later. But Rufus, we should open a couple toys in the statue. What do you think, buddy? You just want to go outside, I know. So for right now, past we might open cards later. Like I said, we're going to get this Mirko open, this Shikamaru, and Lurtz, and try to get them where they live. Naruto, and my hero's over there. And then Lurtz, well, may not be the easiest. Here's Lurtz. He's very cool. I mean, I have bought Iron Studios stuff. A ton of that up there is Iron Studios. All that Lord of the Rings is Iron Studios. All that down there. Iron Studios for a long time. I feel like they're not as nice as they once were in terms of the feel. Like, he feels pretty hollow. And a lot of them have felt very heavy the whole time. The base is very heavy. And he looks great. But they get more and more expensive for what they are. And I think only Galadriel is the only outstanding Lord of the Rings one. But, you know, the detail is very nice. Sculpt looks good. He's pretty easy to key in and put together. The only thing I really don't like is Boromir's horn that's broken is its own piece. I don't know why, and they want you to just set it down in there. And I guess it's because they want the realism of the rope coming up. But why not just sculpt that into the base? Because this is just going to get lost. That is an inevitable thing that's going to get lost. But I think he looks good. Now, can I get him into that display? That's going to be harder. Actually wasn't bad, because I have this Lurch that is... Did 3-0 make that? Asmus? So I'm going to put that in the front. I need room for Galadriel. I think I'll be able to have room. So that's the Iron Studios Lord of the Rings area, which is, I mean, super cool. Very built out world. I like it a lot. It sits right underneath the vintage turtles. And then this guy, for the time being, he'll just live right there. So you got back-to-back alerts. It's a shelf I'm talking about when I'll put one of the Tears of the Kingdom links in there with all these other. This is all either Metroid or Zelda stuff. So one of those will go in there, but the rest will go somewhere else. But let's open up these two guys. He's interesting. It's like a throwback to a couple years ago in Figma Arts where you got instructions. And so these are like pockets. You can change out his side of his hip and give him pockets so that you can like have him like that, like hands in pockets. And then he has some of the newer things where they've got like the molded hands together to do some of his unique poses and effects, which is cool. But he has 4 alternate face plates, bunch of hands, and that lighter is very nice. And the blade. So not the most complicated figure. I'm just always curious when they come with instructions still, because it's so rare. But then he also comes with this this effect piece, which I think you probably have to have a Tamashi stand, or maybe that goes on the ground. Yeah, it goes on the ground. He kneels in front of it. I don't have room, obviously, in that Naruto shelf to display that, but that's cool that he comes with that. The lighter was cool, but I'm going to go with this, the like finger gun interlocked hands effect. I think that's neat, because I just think that if it ever falls, that lighter's gone, even though it has a good hand for holding it. So to Mirko, which is interesting, because this is the first that I can remember, at least, Revoltech that was not Amazing Yamaguchi for my hero. Maybe Ochako was. Maybe. It's a very light feeling in the box. It doesn't have quite as much as... Look how she's wrapped in that cocoon. As a stand, alternate faces, hands, and here, and that's it. So a lighter release. A lot of the Amazing Yamaguchi come with all sorts of different effect things. So it's not quite as ornate, but maybe it doesn't need to be, because she's really, you know, her quirk is she's like a bunny and can hop and fight, but she doesn't like summon weapons or anything like that. Face plates are good. Nice little hand tree. She looks good. She looks good. Bunny feet, bunny tail, hair. I like it that they didn't do too much with the revolver joints. That's this joint that you see in the biceps. That can make Revoltech figures be hard to manage. No revolver joint there. That's just a typical double jointed knee, right? Maybe no, it's not a revolver joint like it's in the elbow. So maybe it doesn't have quite as few. Definitely one in the ankles. She's good looking. Oh, cheeky. Let me figure out how I'm going to pose her. She is a very nice figure. Very, very articulated. Fun to mess around with and pose. I think that's a cool pose. Where it's like she got knocked down and she caught herself on her knee and she's like, oh, I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. That's cool. Got the My Hero and the other anime shelves open. There he is right there. You see the Naruto shelf has filled all the way out, really. I don't know that we have much else outstanding right now for Naruto figure arts. And I think here, the My Hero shelf, there's just... who is outstanding? I'm trying to remember. Is there another? No, we have Shigaraki. I don't know. Oh, no, what else is outstanding? It was her. Ochaka. I don't remember. Let's see if any of that... Oh, it's her. We're waiting on her to come in the Amazing Yamaguchi. Or I don't need to check if she's Revel Tech or Amazing Yamaguchi. Toga is listed as Amazing Yamaguchi, as is Ochako, but Mirko was just Revoltech. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder why that is. All right, progressing along. 2 more Naruto figures that have been listed in figure arts. Only a couple One Piece. Then they are moving pretty heavily into My Hero figure arts and Demon Slayer figure arts. Now we'll move on. So a future version of Past Dub also has to deal with this. We got Toylanta coming up. We're going to have visitors to the house. And I need to get this cleaned up a little bit. As you see, we got some things that have fallen. I also have the head sculpts of me that I'd like to get on display, especially some of those that are color matched to certain things. So I got to figure this out. And I had to set up, but then one of the things I was waiting on was the new wave. Because about here, halfway over... Customs. All customs. About the bottom shelf is all customs. That's the regular cosmic. And then you've got customs, Motu tributes. I'm going to have to take quite a few legions down. I may take down basically almost every character that's not named. So like this knight is just female knight builder too, and that's like steel knight, and that's like whatever dwarf builder. If I don't have any soft goods on it from Kim, this is just the first knight builder. Even though it's a very expensive figure, I may just take it down because I've got to have room. Like that's a skeleton legion builder back there. That's a different skeleton legion builder. That's even a third different skeleton legion builder. Got some mess up there. There's vampire builders. That's just called silver dwarf. He's not named. Versus like this blue one is Jorund Runeshaper. So I think the first step is to take down things that are not named characters. Because I have all this other stuff. So like right here, I gotta get Necronominus and his horse. Just like we have on the sides everywhere else. In there. And then I have all these new knights and all these new skeletons. And I just don't have room for it. So that's not a heavy lift, but it's a lift I needed the figures to be in there for that are on the table. But because I don't want to just keep doing this every time there's a new wave, I also want to make sure I have room for growth. So all of these have to get on display. You see knights, you see skeletons, horses. I got to make room for all of that. I can show you this. I opened this on stream with Seth. This is the Shredder Krang I found in a recent hunt video. He's pretty cool. You've got a soft goods cloak. The alternate Shredder helmet itself, very nice. You can't see it. I showed it on that stream. There it is. So, like, I think that'd be a really nice kind of toony Shredder in that. And then I did find Ernie. Gotta find a place for the Sesame Street characters to live. Because I like them a lot. I especially like the letters. See this letter C behind. So, we gotta deal with that stuff too. But these, most importantly, and then there's the set of links I was talking about. But that is for a different version of Past Dub. Maybe today's Past Dub will open cards in Natalie, or at least show you what we got. We'll find out together here in a second. We are going to open this box, the new set that does have these anniversary cards that I hope we can get all of. I've already bought a few off TCG Player, but hopefully there'll be some in there. Natalie's whipping me so far. She's got that. But then she pulled a big hit. Top 4 in the set. Alternate art, Secret Rare Goku. It's just a rare card, not even full art, but it's the fusion with the holograph. It looks cool. Look at that. Look how cool that card is. Awesome. We got 12 full art hits in the box. We got 2 of the first anniversary reprints, Vegeta and the Trunks. That card is so cool. And these are the standard super rares. And then Pansy. This Pansy is a super rare with the star. It means alternate art.
And then we also have this Pansy. So we've got like
that
all
Pansy,
of it.
yeah, Pansy Bonanza. That's a R. Like, is that like 14?
This is 13.
13. So there's a lot of pansies. And
then this is Pansy is 14.
Yes, a lot of pansies. We need to get caught up on them. And then this SCR alternate art, which is just incredible. So Natalie had the hot hand. I mean, this is what we need to pull out of them 2 boxes. We need some of these SCR stars. Is what we're looking for out of those.
I will do my best.
Yes. Plus, we're going to have, this is the first of any of these we've opened, so now we'll know where we're at. This binder is not big enough. It had some starter sets, but even for just these 2, sets 4 and 5, it's just not, it's too big, too small. Well, maybe I have 3, 4, and 5. That's what's happening. That's set 3, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Now I understand what I need to do. I was worried. I'm like, this is not big enough to hold all the cards I have, but it's because I had 3 sets instead of 2. So now I know what to do. We are still with the same version of Past Dub because I'm not sure if we're going to open up those other 2 booster packs or not today, but it is possible. It is possible. This is Past Dub. Picking up from Past Dub yesterday. Past Rufus and Past Dub before that. Obviously, Rufus and I are outside taking a walk. And it's time to deal with the Mythic Legions display. That's what we're about to do. He really wants to go in the woods. We're not going in the woods, buddy. So that's what we're going to do. First, I got to take down some things. I got to get some things put in tubs. I'm probably not going to show you any of that, but I'll show you what the shelf looks like as I start to take things down. And then we'll deal with the Necronominous wave. And I got to stop him from going in the woods. All right. So... look at that blinking one. I don't think I'm going to leave all the Motu stuff permanently. These ones down here are the Horsemen. I think I'm going to move some of those into here and free up those shelves. But what will I free up those shelves for is a good question. Because these are all customs. I don't know that I can fit all of those customs like into there. I probably cannot. And then I do want to get some of my heads on things too. So, work to be done. All right. I don't know what I'm going to do. So I think I've got enough room here for the skeletons and there for the knights. But I don't have room for the 2 horses. Just one of them. And I've taken down, like, of these shelves, everybody's a named character now. There's no builders except for that gold skeleton. I had already trimmed this way down. I got all those customs down there. I really need to free up so that those horses can move down there to create room for the horse for the Etheron. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I don't know. Because I took all of the Hagnons, including the customs, and I thought I'd put them together somewhere here. So I need to get some of these guys out. I think I want to free up those 2 shelves and then try to move customs over there as best I can. At least maybe 1 dwarves and 1 goblins, and then everything else will have to still live here. And then that should create a lot more space in this. But I just don't know. Because I'd like to keep like Scourge, the big green dragon, out. There's just a few of these I think I'm going to keep out, but I don't know. It's not the easiest to figure out. I could just put more guys away. All right, but that's where I'm at. And then Cosmic, I have very little room in the Cosmic, and I want to get some Cosmic things out. So we're making progress, I went ahead and did my tub stuff and got organized and found the 2 Legions con guys I didn't open up. and get them in there, Legions Con exclusives. Because up here are things that are like show exclusives or Legions Con exclusives. Not necessarily, they don't fit as well in certain factions, so I like having those guys there. All right, I gotta get back down here. Continuing to adjust, I got the Green Knight from the Armory experience up there. I'll show you what I'm doing with the rest of my Armory experience. And I moved the Ninian and the Valiant Knight up there to free up the shelf, even though it doesn't necessarily help me. And then I have down here all the Hagnons now in front of the 5 Motu tributes I'm keeping up. And then these guys that are con exclusives that are not part of Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions figure at all. Just like the ATL 25 figure that is coming at Toylanta. And there's another Zolocon one that I'll have soon that can go beside him. And now I gotta move down here. I think a good path is to put the Trolls' weapons away. And I can free up a lot of standing space and put the Ogre scale guys down here with the Trolls. And not have to deal with as much challenge. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna try to find a riser so I can elevate. So this is a Balrog custom troll that Jeremy Gerard made and I purchased. And I'd like to elevate that up a little bit so that you can see it and his wings can be out. But that actually freed up quite a bit of space everywhere. So I was able to move those horses down. That's free for the new horses. That's free for the new horses. So I can get my Knights and my Necronominus there. Then over here has a lot more room because some of those guys have moved down there. I took away their weapons. Now that shelf's completely free. So what I do think I'm gonna do now is rearrange this and show you something. Move those guys down there. Room for the new Zolocon exclusive there and room for the Toylanta exclusive in front to go with the Hagnon Bonanza, which frees this up for Shelves of Dubs. There we go. The Dubverse shelf with all the heads I have in so far, especially those from David Williams that are color matched to these figures. The red and the blue one, but all of that. It's just ridiculous and funny. And it's Masters of the Universe, Masters of the Dubverse shelf. And then room to expand as I get more heads in from my friends. So these are heads from a variety of friends that have sent them in. Jordan, Van, David, and my man Corey of Casting Cave. So I've got all of them up. And as more come in, I'll create space for them and find figures to put them on. But I think that's fun. I think it's fun. Looks good. All right, now I can finally continue. Oh, I guess I should show you this. Grammy April, not Casey Marie. That sucker Dub did buy in the Friday Hunt video. Look at those baby turtles. They're very cute. But it's just going in a tub. But these are not. We're going to get these situated, get them where they belong onto the shelf. And as soon as I do that, I'll show you the finished product with the updated shelves. All right, reset. This guy is incredible, Necronominus, but he is not the easiest to put together between multiple layers of soft goods. These things pin in and hold the soft goods in place. The bone wings, the wings have extra attachments I don't even have on because I just couldn't get him to stay steady. But he's incredible. And I got his horse behind him because there was no, when you have the horse and a rider, I could do up there and she could do it okay. Then a version of that back there, but you can't see them real good. It's just not the easiest if you don't have them on the horses. But there he is. And then that's the undead builder I've got, Maxilius right there. And then there she is, Baelith with her pets. And then the Terpicula, which is an incredible figure. Has so many options. And then down here, I think the Knight's definitely my favorite. There's Gideon's horse. Big Greg back there. Then the 3 Knights, Sir Elijah, Sir Alderic, and Sir Gideon too. I took down the Sir Gideon one. So there should be room for the next wave, All-Star 6 when it comes in. But then after that, we're going to have to start taking things down again. Just going to be an ongoing thing. But fortunately, a lot of what they're doing is version 2. So like up there, that girl with the tattoos, the blue, like the whole version 2 of her. So I can replace her out. But there we go. I finally got that taken care of. And I think this is this whole display looks good. Didn't do anything over here except remove the heads of me. And there we go. I think it looks good. I am going to try to find a riser elevation thing for that troll. And then I think I'm done with this. When Toylanta comes, I'll have 2 new ones to put in, and then probably no other new Legions for a couple months. I don't have any figure obscura currently on display because they were going to be in the rotating display that has since lost its space so that the vintage turtles would have, but we may get to that eventually. I think it looks good. And Legions are my favorite thing to collect, so I like being able to look at this every day because I don't always go in the toy room, but I see this every day, so I like it. And the dragon is up for pre-order right now. I wonder where I would put a dragon. I think up here is where I'm going to have to put a dragon. That should have space for it. I'll have to take down some statues or something, but that's probably, because this is almost all Legion stuff, it can sit on top where the dragon will go. All right, I don't know if we're at the end of past dubs or not. Maybe. We'll find out together. Well, it's past dub here. Not like past dub or past dub or past dub. Too many dubs. But past dub here. And I got the riser. Came in the next day from Amazon. So we're going to see if we can elevate that troll. So it's a 3-pack. I think this one will work. But it was not quite as wide as I wanted, so I'm hopeful that this can hold him. All right, this is the before shot and the after shot. I think that works. Unfortunately, the trolls have no real torso articulation, so they all, they just look down primarily. Most of them do, at least the guys with those kinds of heads. Those ones are a little better, the Cyclops, but they all kind of look down. But there he is. He's elevated. You can see his wings. I think that worked out good. A little bit of cards from this version of Past Dub. Last night on my stream with Seth, I opened up AEW Metal, a hobby box. And these cards look good. I didn't get any remarkable hit, but I am putting them in the binder. I enjoyed opening them. I think they're really good looking. I got Omega, Jericho, MJF. But one hobby box produced, quite a bit of the base set, which was neat. So I got Sting. So I put these in the binder. I got all these announcers and referees, like all of them, the whole complete set, ridiculous. But I think they look good. Having them in the binder, and then the blues. You got one blue in every pack. I'm sure like the, alternate image or whatever. And then these are like the inserts. These are all like Galaxy. That was like the big hit, the numbered card. Which, that's okay. Worth, $5, 10, I think $10. And then, this is a completely, see-through, acetate card. See, these are, weird die cut. So the green is the card holder. You can see the edges. This is like a circle. That's shaped like a T-shirt. So kind of cool. And the MJF one that's sparkly. You can see that. Then I got a couple CM Punk cards that I'm going to give to Seth. So I did want to show you that. I also had this come in. I was looking at these in a recent episode of Dub Life, the Japanese version. This is the 151 Charmander. And they're so expensive, but finding a Japanese in an 8, way less expensive. Under $20 instead of $100 or whatever it was. I also ordered the Charmeleon that's coming from eBay as well. Charizard's still expensive even in an 8 in Japanese. But I think that's really beautiful art. I got my trading card slabs over here because I'm going to put them in a different binder, my sports card slabs. I still have these to open that we might do here at some point. I do not know. Or I know we'll do them at some point. I don't know that it'll be on this film. And we have that Zelda Figma, the Link Figmas to open, which will definitely be in this video, just whether it's a past dub or not. I don't know, huh, buddy? Rufus is licking my honey. Oh. Rufus. We're going to open these. Natalie and I have these two. This is Ultra Limit Set 4 that we have quite a few of. This will be the 3rd and 4th booster box open of these. We are hoping, these are from my man Juan at My Lost Toy, give me a tremendous price. So if we can fill in any of the gaps, that would be awesome. But we're hopeful at least if we get 2 more of these, then it'll be a win. So we'll catch you up. We'll catch you up. We opened a bunch of cards. I don't know how many we got, but we got both hits. Were great. This is about $27 shipped. Ultra Instinct Goku Secret Rare that we do not have. And now they got the big one.
What?
Alternate Art reprint. Vegeta Final Explosion. This is about $65.
And it's a beautiful, beautiful
Yeah,
card.
Beautiful card. Let me get that graded. And then these are all the SRs and the alternate art cards we got. I'm going to look and see. Like, we may not have that one, possibly. And then you can have up to 4 of each card in your deck, so we're going to go through and figure out. And then the rest are going to be going to a friend at some point. But we good. This Napa we didn't have. And that's about $18, $20 card, which is great. The rest are going to be duplicates, but the 3 cards we didn't have are right at $100 just for those 3. So that's, at this point, that's what, it's going for a win. Because I would never buy this card by itself at $65, $70. But to hit it and then have all these others to help fill in the deck, it's great. We did get that alternate art Gotenks. This Vegeta is a very cool alternate art with the blue and purple.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very
we got most of the gold ones. What other stars did we get? We should have one more star.
I got this.
The Bulma.
Yeah. That Bulma's a star.
Gold one. They're cool. Well, I think we did well. Filled in some gaps. Good value.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hand it off to another dub here in a bit. That was an adventure of past dubs and past dubs and past dub, pat dub. But now we're back to me, current future dub, who is going to take you through the rest of this video. Another thing that's happened is the 4 Horsemen have put the dragon up for pre-order, Baethir. We may talk about that a little bit later in this video, depending on what happens, because that campaign will run this whole month. So as you're watching it, it is actively running. Maybe it's already funded, who knows? But it is a crowdfunding campaign. It does have stretch goals, but we'll talk about that more later on. I'm going to go about my day. I'm going to go work out, and we'll see where we go with the rest of this episode of Dub Live. So I think it's possible. So doesn't it feel like there's at least a chance they're going to turn Cena heel for the first time ever, and they're going to let him be heel, 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 and they're going to let him be heel. But that promo was a heel promo. No, it was a heel promo. Him saying, I am the best. I am putting myself in the match. It doesn't matter that I'm not going to earn my way in. You all can talk about me while I'm gone. I'm the best. I'm in the match. That's heel. That's traditional.
I don't think that was so much a heel. I think that was just, listen, I've put my time in. I've paid my dues. This is what is owed.
I think they're going to turn him heel.
This is what owed to me.
I think they're going to. I think they turn him heel.
Too late for a heel turn for him.
I think they turn him heel. I've decided. I actually made a little 10-minute promo video on the Dragon. If you didn't watch that, I'm just going to insert it here. Skip ahead 10 minutes if you're not interested. But rather than try to just recap all the information, it's all there. That is running right now. And so if you don't know the information, I'd rather put it all here 10 minutes. You can skip ahead. But here's 10 minutes. This video does live by itself if you've already watched it. About everything you need to know about the Baethir, the Mythic Legions dragon. Then I'll come back to you. I'm going to try my best to do 5 minutes or less on Baethir, the Mythic Legions dragon that goes up for pre-order tonight, March 7th at 7 p.m. There's a lot of information about this campaign, and I think it best to try to summarize it and cover it for us all. So let's get to it. Baethir has a base offering, right? That includes the dragon itself, and it includes an articulated jaw. I think it's 50 points of articulation or more across the body, articulated tail, articulated wings, everything you need. A complete dragon includes everything you need, and that needs 2,000 units sold in order to go into production. That's the base offering of Baethir, 2,000 units sold. In that configuration, you can make it as small as 22 inches tall from bottom of the foot to the wing, and you can probably give it a little under that. if you compress the wing. And 31 inches long, that tail is super articulated. We got to see it at Legions Con, and it can curl up underneath it. So you can maybe find room for that. This is a big item, so it's important to give that information. And it does include a second set of front claws in that base offering. That is $550. Does not include shipping and taxes in that cost. That will be calculated based on where you live, what are the necessary taxes for your state or your country, what are the shipping charges to you. So $550, the base offering, 2,000 units of that have to be sold for it to go into production. There is a local pickup option. It's going to be $15 instead of the shipping charge. You do have to pick it up in a specified window from the Four Horsemen warehouse in New Jersey. That costs $15. Some of you that may be perfect. It's not great for me coming from Atlanta. Some of you that may be perfect for. Let's talk about the stretch goals. There are no additional charges for these. These are if enough units are sold, it's included in the package. At 2,500 units sold of Baethier, of the base offering, Sir Benegar, a green Dragon Knight figure that looks awesome, is included in the box. You'll get it, and it will be complete in Mythic Legions packaging, card back, and so forth. At 3,000 units, that figure gets upgraded with an upgrade set that gets some soft goods, tunic and robe from C. Jessam, really beautiful. It includes an alternate head, a really nice lance, a broadsword, and the really cool dragon shield attachment. If you're familiar with Legion shields, you take out a peg, plug a different one in, and has a great big dragon attachment. That's at 3,000 units sold. At 3,500 units, a second figure gets added to the offering. That's an Ashen skeleton. It's a skeleton Legion builder. I think it has just a sword with it. Looks like it's been charred. We saw this at Legions Con. They were really good looking. They had them out in the diorama, so it looks like it's been burnt up. At 4,000 units sold, the upgrade set for that Ashen skeleton, 2 additional heads, a vampire and an orc skull, 2 hands, spear, and shield. So a more complete figure. So 4,000 units sold is the top. Jeremy did say on the live stream yesterday that if they got to 5,000 or 6,000, whatever, there's no plans to add anything else. But you know, if this blows out of the water, who knows what may happen. We just don't have any information about that. I think that's a good problem to have if that gets there. There is no way to add multiples of these figures. It's not like a traditional Kickstarter campaign where you have like backer kit and things like that. You get one of each that gets unlocked as a stretch goal in the upgrade, with the upgrade sets. Now we have the add-on sets. These are different funding goals. These are not included in the packaging of Baethier. Those 2 figures we talked about would be if they get unlocked. These are separate. They have their own funding goals, their own number of units that need to be sold, their own cost. They can be purchased without purchasing Baethier. If you just want the wings for some reason, you can purchase that without purchasing the dragon. You do not have to purchase the dragon first. The first one is the fire breathing set. It has an extended neck that really is quite a big difference. It has a fire breathing head that's a lot more expressive. It has a tongue that you can take out and then put in the fire breath effect so that it is burning up your legions of armies, your Ashen skeleton, as it may be. 1,000 units have to be sold of this item for it to go into production. It will cost $150. Again, that is not inclusive of tax and shipping. These add-on sets are their own product, so they will have their own tax and shipping charges. I really think you're going to see this head and neck being like dioramas people are going to use. I am sure some of the customizer community is going to make stands for it. It'll be able to be used outside of the dragon. I really do think that's going to happen. There is one stretch goal, or it does include actually a figure. A Burning Knight figure from right away is included. Kind of a translucent, like he's on fire. Comes with a flaming sword that's really cool, 2 extra heads. The stretch goal is 1,250 units sold. That adds an upgrade set for that Burning Knight. Translucent legs so that you can make him fully be like he's on fire, extra hand, shield, and an extra head. So that is the first add-on set, the fire breathing set. The Epic Wings add-on is the second set, comes with 1,000 units sold, $150, the same as the other add-on set. These give huge wings that are like the dragon is about to fly away, much bigger and widespread than the wings that come on the base Baethier set. If that's what you need, it would make the figure 70 inches long and 28 inches tall if you had it at its full spread out with the fire breath, the full tail, the full wings, all of that. It does include at the base level an Ashen zombie, similar to the Ashen skeleton that we got, with a mace weapon with a zombie head at 1,250 units sold. The stretch goal is an upgrade set for that Ashen zombie, a couple extra heads, hands, sword, and shield. Again, all of the figures will be in Mythic Legions packaging, packed in with their respective thing. To recap, Bayathir goes up tonight, March 7th, 7 p.m. Eastern. That campaign runs for a month through April 6th at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. It is only available on Store Horseman. It is not going to be on retailers. Store Horseman does ship internationally. You can go back and watch their live stream to hear them talk about this. One question that I think is a good question is, will this be on Big Bad Toy Store? Not as a traditional retailer, but we do see frequently in our community that Big Bad Toy Store will themselves help fund some of these crowdfunding campaigns and buy them at full price. And then they will put them on their site after the fact at a markup above what the funding price was. So be aware of that. There's no guarantee it's going to happen, but it is possible Big Bad could buy them just like a normal customer and decide to sell them. You know, I would imagine the $550 offering is going to be like $850 later on Big Bad Toy Store. Something like that is possible. No way to know what's going to happen with that. We also know that in this color and configuration, this is the only way that we'll ever see Bayathir. It's not going to be reissued. It's not going to be available online later. It's not going to be at shows or tables. And even this configuration will never be available again. I'm sure that they may release a different dragon if this is successful that may reuse some of the parts in a different color scheme. That's normal, right, for something like this. But in this way, this color and configuration, this is the only way we'll ever see Bayathir. It also will never be re-released. This is your chance to get it. The figures, I think, fall in a different category. The stretch goal figures, I believe, are only available through this campaign. They're not going to be released separately. They're not going to be released with an alternate paint scheme even. I think this is the way. If you want the Dragon Knight, if you want the Flaming Knight, Sir Benegar, or the Skeleton Legion Builder, or the Ashen Legion Builder, this is the only way to get them. And I don't think there will ever be another way to get them. And we all know that these will be very steep on the aftermarket. They will be very difficult to get. You may say, well, I'll just wait. No, I just want the Dragon Knight, Sir Benegar. I'll get him on the aftermarket. You might, but you're going to pay $200 or $300 probably for that. So think about that. You will be charged at the time of purchase. This is like a traditional pre-order through the Four Horsemen in the way that the store will work. You'll purchase it. Right away it charges for you. That is hard, right? It's not going to be at the end of the campaign like we're used to with Kickstarters, but that's necessary for the way that the mechanisms work on their site. In the event something doesn't get funded, you will be refunded that money at the end of the campaign. When you get to checkout, the number you see for taxes and shipping is inclusive of everything that you've put in there. It will all be in there. They are planning on this being later 2026, so hopefully second half of the year 2026. They'll try to beat that, but realistically, this is a big item that's going to take a lot of work. Let's recap what you get. $550 Bayathir. What you know you will get in that is Bayathir. That's what you know you will get. If you spend the $850 to get both upgrade set or both of the expansion sets, you'll get Bayathir, the fire breathing set, the wing set, and you know you get 2 figures as long as they get funded. That upgrades if all the stretch goals are hit. At $550, you get Bayathir with 2 figures and 2 upgrade sets. At $850, Bayathir, the extra wings, the extra head and neck, fire breathing, all of that, 4 figures, all the upgrade sets. Clearly, the full stretch goal hit at the $850 price point is great. You think about what taxes and shipping are around you. Are you going to guess this is going to push $1,000? That's realistic. It probably is realistic. But that's some things for you to consider. I do not think that I did it in under 5 minutes, but I tried to do it fast as I could. I think there's a lot of good information here. Go back and watch the live stream. Come check out the campaign. You can leave a comment if you have any question that I can try to answer. The first question you're going to ask, are you going to get it? I mean, it's a big dragon. What do you think? You know I'm going to get it. I thought I did pretty good on that video. I mean, that's not my normal thing. I'm not a news guy. It's a little more serious than I normally am, but I want this dragon. So we covered it. AMC Theaters clearly moved ahead in the day. We're seeing Mickey 17, which is a sci-fi movie with 1 million Robert Pattinsons, or at least 17 Robert Pattinsons, I believe. I think 17. Maybe there's more.
Yeah.
Maybe Mickey 18 is the villain. don't think there's much else out. It's pretty quiet at the movie today. So, I don't know, should be good. Yeah. Look at all those Robert Pattinsons. Oh, they still got the shield. I thought that would sell out. And the monkey.
Heartbreak feels good in a place like this, and stories feel perfect and powerful. Because they are.
That movie was wild. Kai, did you like that movie?
I actually very much liked
Yeah, did you like it, Natalie?
Yeah, it was weird.
It's
It was crazy.
It's wild. Like,
It's like, just, you did not expect any of that.
yeah, I guess I didn't realize it was a dark comedy. I haven't seen a dark comedy in a long time. It was truly a dark comedy movie, like by like that category. I don't think I've seen one. What was the Edward Norton movie where he was like Barney? Remember, he was like the host of a Barney show. Did you ever see that movie?
No.
It's crazy too, but this is good, but really weird. Robert Pattinson's fantastic, and Mark Ruffalo is fantastic. You know, you see why Ruffalo. Most people just know Ruffalo's the Hulk. Every other movie he's ever done is stuff like this, like awards movies, and he's tremendously creepy. I think you should see it. Look at the Thunderbolts Wheaties box, the whole Wheaties box. Kai, should they go see Mickey 17? That's what the movie theater is for. It's a movie like this too. This is a see in the movie theater movie. So that's yes, but it's weird and it's R-rated. But I mean, you get a little bit of animal violence, depending on how sensitive you are to it, but not real.
Sensual scenes.
There are some adult scenes. You do see Robert Pattinson's butt cheeks. That is the thing that happens.
I was just trying to think
But yeah.
for our viewers and as far as taking.
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I don't think it's an 18 and up. I mean, Kai's 16. I think it's okay, depending on what you've
But I think
exposed
there
to.
were
But
things
it's
that made her uncomfortable.
yeah. There's some there's a little romantic 7 to 10 minutes of interest. It's just a weird movie, but the vast majority of it is incredibly compelling and strange and funny. But then you're not sure if you're supposed to laugh.
I was so much like, can I laugh? Can I?
But it is a tremendous performance from Pattinson. So I know some of you are just like, Edward Cullen. If you liked the Batman, you get a little bit of that. You also get it's almost like a role Adam Sandler could play for a little while. It's really weird. But you should go see it. Next day after the movie, we are going to try to get to these guys here in a bit. But I did want to show you, I got a new slab binder for my non-Raven slabs. And I had this Charmeleon come in. So I got the Charmander and the Charmeleon, both in 8 Japanese, both under 20 bucks. I'd love to get the Charizard. He is not under 20 bucks. That's where I've got the Dragon Ball cards too. So I wanted to show you that. And we got to get to these guys. I also had this guy come in. The Ramen Economical Vehicle. This is the 18 band, the recoil, that I did the review of the test shot of. But we don't have time to open this in this video, but I think next week we're going to check this guy out. But I didn't want to show you that I came in. Let's look at this Link. So this is the standard version. It comes in this style packaging. And then the deluxe, which was not an insignificant amount more, $30, $40 more, comes in the Figma deluxe packaging, which always has a slip cover. That's how you can tell if it's the deluxe. I think it even says DX or something. Yeah, DX edition. Choose the Kingdom. So this is the standard version. I took the plastic off. He's got his cape and shield, multiple faceplates, master sword, and then in here he's got Figma stand hands and like a little booklet. But then the deluxe version, you see the upper is nearly the same, except it comes with a sheath right there, an arrow. I don't know what that. Oh, that's an arrow holder, an arrow and a bow. That area right there, see that's empty on him. And then underneath it's got the glider, a different shield, like a lower level shield, a stick with a rock, the portal where he's popping up, and a rocket that you can attach to a shield, like a rocket shield. If you play Tears of the Kingdom, you know. So I have 3 so that we can display him various ways. Once in the Figma Nintendo shelf, and the others with the other Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild stuff. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the early leader in the clubhouse with considerable distance for figure of the year.
That is so freaking cool with all the different things it comes
So that's,
with.
I did not accurately show the different. This is worth the extra money if you're into Zelda, because I didn't realize this is the arm. This is the arm you get in Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh,
that only comes with the deluxe. So I guess technically you could make him a Breath of the Wild Link, because he is wearing the champion's tunic from Breath of the Wild, and then make that one with the arm Tears of the Kingdom. But so the things that are not included, this is the base offering. The figure's the same. He's got the batteries. Those are probably removable. I'm sure they peg in. Bow and arrow, places to peg for the stand. There's pouches. I've already seen 3D printers that have like the corrupted master sword and bomb flowers and a cooking pot, but they don't sell them painted. I want somebody that sells them painted. But they've already made all kind of stuff for this. This guy, so like if you take his torso off, you can attach it to this, and then it's like he's coming up, like the power where he can transport up through portals that he makes. This, you can make the rocket shield, like we have. That Korok actually right there is on a rocket that we got at MomoCon last year, which is, we'll put one link over there with those Koroks. But look at this glider.
So cool.
And it's got the hands already on it, so you don't have to try to deal with it. You just peg them in.
Oh, that's really nice.
And then you use like a figure, like one of the, it comes with stands. It's got the tassels for it. The stick, the rock stick. Just
One of the first
things you do, yeah. I think this probably, yeah, I imagine this probably pegs out. Yeah. So there's a peg hole there. I bet you can peg the rocket into that shield. So you can have a rocket shield. And then he's got the, like the ancient bow or whatever you call this bow. The big arrow. Really super duper cool. I got 3. I'm glad I got 3. I'm not sure 3 is enough, if I'm honest. Could do more than 3. These dudes just roll. So I've used parts off of the deluxe on 2 of them. He is set up. You could set him up just like he is with the standard edition. I want to get at least one more standard edition to use the portal. But then there's the bow and the arrow and the big rock. I could easily see buying 3 more if they happen to go on some sort of sale somewhere. But I think this is already a sold out item. I don't think this is an easy item to find at all. You like them, Natalie?
I love them.
It's just incredible.
I want like 4 of them myself
Yeah.
to play with.
Yeah.
Like,
one to just have at the desk.
At the office, yeah.
Yeah. This guy's gonna live here with his Koroks and the champions above him. And the hands dance. And there's an update on that shelf. Everything up there's Figma. So the Nendoroid Guardian, and then that's a Metacom Real Action Heroes 6 scale link. I should move somewhere else, but that's kind of the shelf. But everything else there's Figma, Metroid, Samus, or Link and Zelda. I like it.
I feel your animosity.
Yeah.
Welcome to every day for us. Look at all these Pokemon. Who's excited?
I'm excited.
These we got at Target
Woo!
through some hard work and some significant hits and some big boy hits. That is a almost $200 card. And that's like a $50 card. These are all out of Surging Sparks. Ooh! Shrouded Fable ETB. We got this guy. Pheasantipity and Kaya once again.
Duska.
The Heat.
Oh, yeah.
Natalie got this, which is a beautiful card. I think it's a more beautiful card. It's great. Natalie just pulled this one. Also, $100+. We only had 4 packs of this set and pulled this. This has been a crazy session. I pulled this one. It's a good one. Regidrago V. Look at Link alone. Look at him.
Look at Team Starground.
Team Starground, and that was a great 3 packs. Now we get to open Japanese cards. Now he pulled this Sheep's card. Which one did you get? Clefairy?
I think it's a Clefable.
Clefable.
Or, it's a Clefable.
Well, that's your Pokemon content for this week on Dub Life. I would say pretty effective.
You don't
This is
say.
probably $350 worth of cards here, if not more.
Just in those.
Just in these, because we've got,
Just one.
that's
of
like
them's
150. Yeah, we have, that one's like 200 by itself. And that was 50, and that was 50, and that was like 30. That's these are both 10, so maybe even $500. Oh, we can buy the dragon. No, it's been a bit chaotic the last several clips. We opened up those Link figures, got them put on, and then we had some time, so the girls, we opened some Pokemon together. We're just working our way through. We've had quite a backlog, which is a good problem to have when you can't find it. Plus, I had picked up some Surging Sparks booster bundles from Target at retail. Online. Some monster hits. Man, some big hits. Pokemon is red hot right now and getting some good cards. So that was fun to do with the fam. I'm actually on my way now to Adonis' house. David, Adonis, and I are going to hang out. We're going to have some steak. We're going to play with some figs. I brought the John Wick 3 Mayfex to play with. Thought that'd be a fun one to play with. So I'm bringing that with me, and we're going to hang out with the boys for a little boys' night. It is 6:55. It's time change day, so we lose an hour tonight. And then tomorrow, to Charlie's for Barbie something with James and Ariel and Natalie, which will be fun as well. So that's what you still have to look forward to in this episode of Dub Life, which has had a lot of past dub, a lot of stuff, actually. We've done a lot of mishmash of collecting and collectible stuff. Good time. So let's go play with some toys. Meats. That's the best part. What's that, butter?
Yeah.
Is that lard?
Tallow.
Yes, yes. Brushing it. What are we brushing it with?
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
My compound butter.
Ooh, special. Ooh, sprinkling it. It's truly a cutting board of meat and taters. That's what we're working with. Eat, fighting, eating, Gundam. Which one would you pick? Steak. I picked steak. Meat and potatoes done. Now it's time to play. I brought Mayfex John Wick. We're watching UFC, Fresh Figure Boutique. A little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. I've shown you all this before. Adonis is set up. Has David already been in here right here? What? Huh? That looks like a David posed item. It's cool. But it's one of the coolest toy rooms you can ever go into. Stage room, setup, play. I think that's awesome. You're gonna play with big robots? It's a lot of hands. Uh-oh. What's this one? This man just got, did he just say it was Sweet Chin music? He just got his head knocked off. Oh, ooh. Oh. Oh, John Wick, what do you think about that, buddy? Oh my goodness. Now we're back home on Rufus. We have fun with Mr. Adonis and David. Now we gotta go to bed. It's time change.
No, we got in trouble for still being in the way.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 a.m. in 10 minutes. We have fun. I took a cool picture of John Wick. I'll put it here. Buddy, it's cool. But now, time for Barbie Day. It's yucky, but we're here at Charlie's Collectible Show. This is you're just peddling Barbies. Every time we see James, it's something new.
Hey, just so you know.
Ooh, peddling. So I wasn't lying. It is Barbie Day. Allie's wearing her buttercup dunks. Blossom. What other ones do you have?
Buttercup and bubbles.
Buttercup and bubbles. That's all of them? Ooh, I might can get One Punch Man while we're here. Everyone's a winner. It's a big event. This is the tent. I don't think I'm gonna take you on a tour of all the Barbie, a lot of little ones here, but it's a popular event. Certainly shown you a lot of Charlie's recent videos. I don't know that I have to give you a tour, but we'll see what we get into. Just sent some stuff with Gamers Daycare there, an awesome booth that has all the slabs, and they do PSA submissions. Sent a few cards away for PSA for a future prize. We looked at those in a recent video that Charles showed us. He's got them up there. Top of this case, which is cool, and they got all this Barbie stuff in the case this time, which is neat. They kind of have that for the event. I mean, it's a very busy event. It's not quite as busy as the cards, but it's busy. Barbie Q&A. It's hopping at the Barbie Q&A. I think what's cool showing like this day is you see just how different this space can be. Hey guys, every day. Yesterday was an action figure swap. Obviously I was doing other things you saw. It was an action figure swap. Today is Barbie Day. You've seen the card days. You've seen Mythic Legions Day. Like, I really appreciate Charles and Elena and the team here, and they make this space so community friendly for whatever your community is into. I think that's just super cool. We found ourselves here. If you've been watching the last few times we've been here, you knew this wasn't inevitable.
Oh, goodness.
All right, we're done with Barbie Day. I don't think I filmed very much. Did you get a pink comic?
I did.
She did. Now we've got she traded a lot of stuff that is cycling out of her collection that's a big, that we've never seen before.
Yeah, not in person.
Yeah,
no.
now we've got to find some tradable stuff for the Chrome comic one day.
Yes.
But Joe's good to trade with, because he wants like $10 things, $15 things.
Yeah, he actually preferred those over the,
Which, like most people, we have a few of. So anyway, that's the end of this episode of Dub Life. We did a lot. We had a lot of past dub. We had fun at Charlie's. I don't know what's next week. We'll find out together. We're going to get out of the rain. Get ready for another week. Till then, hey, ooh, safety.
Oh, squeeze it.